Hello, students. I'm Shivani Grover from USBC Jan Public School, and today we are going to understand Chapter 2 Understanding Windows. So, tell me, children, who takes care of all the household jobs at your home? Yes, you have guessed it right. Your parents looks after all the household work in such a manner that you do not have to worry about them. It is because they run the house with a system. In the same way, a computer has a special set of programs which manages all the jobs of a computer and makes it run. This is known as operating system. Windows is an operating system. Without it, we cannot even start a computer and work on it. Windows, Mac, Linux, etc. are some of the most popular operating systems. Basically, an operating system acts as a link between the user and the hardware, and this link is called interface. Now, let's understand about user interface and its types. Children, you have learned that a printer is used to print information on a paper. Can you explain that? How do you communicate with the printer attached to your computer? How do you instruct it to print a document? To give instructions for printing a document, you either type some commands or press a set of keys or click a few buttons. These commands or menus through which a user communicates with an external device or a program are called user interface or simply interface. There are two types of user interface. They are command line interface CLI and graphical user interface GUI. So let us see command line interface. A command line interface requires a user to type the text-based commands using a keyboard to instruct a computer to take the desired action. Example is DOS, Disk Operating System. Whereas a graphical user interface GUI provides picture-oriented way to interact with hardware and software. This includes many menus, toolbars, pictures, windows, icons, buttons, and other controls that enable a user to just make a few clicks to get the work done. It requires the use of pointing device like a mouse in addition to the keyboard. Example is Windows. Now let us talk about Windows 7. Windows is an operating system developed by Microsoft, world's leading software company. It provides graphical user interface that makes the interaction between the computer and the user easy. Windows got its name from the glass window, as its interface resembles a glass window through which we can see and have different views. Windows 7 is the most popular version of Windows and was released in October 22, 2009. Now, let us understand about features of Windows 7. Windows is attractive. It has colorful pictures and themes. It is easy to use and operate. It has an improved search tool. It allows the user to work on many programs at the same time. It means it is multitasking. Now, let's understand about desktop and its components. When we switch on a computer, Windows starts automatically. The first screen which appears with labeled icons on it is called desktop. Let us see the components now. First is icons. The small labeled picture or symbol represent on the desktop are called icons. These icons are used to open specific programs or documents. Let's understand with the help of example. When you go to the kitchen and open the cupboard, you find various labeled boxes containing different items. Here, here the cupboard represents windows and the labeled boxes represents icons. Now let's talk about taskbar and start button. Taskbar is a long horizontal bar at the bottom of the desktop. It has a start button on extreme left side. The middle section of the bar shows the buttons with the label for each open application and allows us to quickly switch between them. We can activate the application window by clicking on its taskbar button. We can also add or remove items from the taskbar. When an application is active, its button is highlighted in a lighter shade. The right side of the taskbar is known as notification area, which includes a clock and a group of icons that provides status and notification about updates, network connectivity, incoming email, battery, volume, etc. The Show Desktop buttons is present on the extreme right of the taskbar. The next is Start button. To open the Start menu, bring the mouse pointer on the Start button and click on it. The Start menu gives you quick access to the documents, window applications, Windows help and support menu and much more. Now, let's learn the basic operations on the desktop. First is selecting and deselecting an icons. First case is selecting an icon. To select an icon on desktop, simply click on it. It will be highlighted. It means it is selected. And deselecting an icon means to deselect an icon. Click away from it. Means anywhere you can click on the desktop. The icon will now be displayed in its original form. Arranging the desktop icons. As you arrange your study desk to make it tidy. Likewise, you can arrange the icons on the desktop to give it a better look. To do this, you have to first right-click on the blank area of desktop. You will find the list of options. Select the View option, then click on Auto Arrange Icons option from the submenu and observe the changes. The next topic is selecting adjacent and non-adjacent items. Selecting adjacent items. Left click on the first item to be selected. Hold down the Shift key and click on the last item to be selected. Release the Shift key and all the adjacent items are selected. Now selecting non-adjacent items. Hold down the Control key. Click on each of the items to be selected one by one. This way you can select non-adjacent items. Next topic is sorting the icons. Sorting the desktop icons means arranging them in a proper sequence. Right-click on the blank area of desktop. A shortcut menu appears. Point to the Sort By option and click on Name sub-option. The icons will be arranged in an alphabetical order. You can sort the items according to the size, item type and date. Students, now let's learn how to change the desktop background. You enjoy working with Windows and it is user-friendly. You can change the appearance of the desktop background according to your choice in the following ways. Right-click anywhere on the desktop. You will find the list of options. Select the Personalize option. The personalization dialog box will appear. A new window with multiple images will appear. Select any background from the displayed list. A preview of the selected background will appear on the monitor. After selecting the background, click on the Save Changes button and close the dialog box. Next is changing the screensaver. The screensaver is an image which pops up on the computer screen whenever a computer is left idle for a certain period of time. By pressing any key or moving the mouse, you can again get back to the normal screen. Follow the given steps to change the screensaver. Right-click on the blank area of the desktop. Click on the Personalize option from the shortcut menu. The Personalization dialog box will appear. Click on the Screensaver option. The Screensaver setting dialog box will appear. Click on the drop-down in Screensaver section and select Screensaver of your choice. You can change the screensaver as per your need in the Wait option. Click on OK. Students, let us understand about desktop gadgets. Windows contain mini programs called gadgets, which offer information at a glance and provide easy access to the frequently used tools. Windows 7 contains gadgets like calendar, clock, CPU meter, currency, weather, feed, headlines, slideshow, picture puzzle, and Window Media Center WinZip gadgets. Adding the gadget on the desktop. Right-click on the blank area of the desktop and select the Gadgets option. The Gadgets window will open. Double-click on the gadgets that you want to place on the desktop. The gadgets gets placed on the right side of the desktop.